Hello everyone, I am Deusi here, and today I'm gonna show you a rather interesting game. We are back with 4E, back to trying this div, and we are against a hilarious matchup. It's Wo on 56Y. Wo is currently like what, in the top 10? I'm not sure exactly what rank, but he's in the top 10 with like 2 accounts. It's fucking hilarious. He plays a lot of meta divs, and he plays a lot of those meta divs really well. So this is like also the bad side of 2 leagues. So like in the end, it's kind of a test for this division to see what it can or what it can't do. Is it really that good or is it really that bad? As you can see, the game lasted quite a while. So it's not like, you don't have a fighting chance or anything. I'm gonna go like just quickly over my deployment. On the right side, I deploy basically nothing. I deploy 180 guy here in this building. This building is really nice because he has to come right into your face to fight you. And you get here first, unlike here where he gets like into these buildings first, here and here, and you get into like this or whatever here, and then you have to try it out, and he gets these buildings and you don't, and whatever. So I mean, this is a pretty safe passage into this town. I put the M13 CEV here to provide fire support for anything and to fend off any helicopters, and I put a CV here, and then I'm gonna move it up into this little corner here, basically to just stick up early, nothing fancy. My main deployment is here. I put one M13 CV here, basically also to just protect this flank so he doesn't just run down here. I get one of the recon squads into this building. I get 2 CVs to go here and provide fire support. One of these further deployed GSR squads to hold this little thing. So I can actually walk into the town and I don't have to like walk open an open field with his units shooting me. You get into this building first before him, and then the bulk of my deployment is a bunch of shit boxes and everything. I get a mortar here that I'm actually just gonna forget to use, but it's gonna be really important that I actually do use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry in 2 genies for the grind, and then the Natres, the Mobic guys here, one of the military police guys here, 250 cals all going here. I unload all of my infantry like around here with these M13s. Never mind, I actually unload them into the town and then get them back. You can queue orders like that. One cheetah, because I didn't expect any air spam. He only has 80 planes. I mean, he has helicopters, and the Gepard is more than enough to deal with it. And he also, gets a lot of 80 planes, but I'm not gonna open heavy tanks at the start. I'm gonna open two Leopard ones, basically just to get into this bush and deal with any of his BMPs and fire support that I was expecting, honestly. And I think I open 2 Prats, with 1 Prat going here and 1 Prat going here. Here's deployment, kind of unusual. At least for me, it's unusual. He opens the fucking jammer helo, which is pretty good. Opens 1 DSH commander, opens 2 DSH Metis, gets 1 here. Opens rocket helo, I mean Mi-24 with the Kokons and some rockets here, 155 points here. If you put it here, you can snipe anything that comes down these roads and into here. So that's pretty good. 1 Stinger here and 1 Stinger here. I have no idea why he bought the MiG-23 MLD. Maybe he was expecting an F-16 to try and get into his helo, but he could have bought this first stick as well. So I'm unsure why he decided to do that. He gets 2 DSH Ozarka in the BTR, 1 in the BTR 60 into the town, 1 into the BMP2 into here, and then to use the BMP2 to cut off this reinforcement road. Also, this was Ruse Stinger just to secure the building. 1 Mi-8 rocket and 1 DSH commander here. So that's his deployment. So I obviously have a lot more on the ground, so I can exploit that. While fending off his helicopters, just gonna speed it up until I go actually into the thing. Maybe he was expecting some recon helos, but why would I put recon helos when he has these Stingers? So I noticed the rocket. I put my recon into here. He he like loses sight of this and then gains sight and then loses sight. I push back my guys here, basically waiting for the cheetah. He gets here for free, of course, and this M13 opens fire on the Mi-8P. This here plan is working out as expected, and I'm getting my Mobics in. He actually managed to kill my infantry that was here, and I actually start deploying the smoke to fend off. You know, I expected a lot of ATGMs here, so he buys first stick plane to kill the Leopard 1. And he pushes up the Mi-24 rocket to die to the cheetah, and he misses one, he hits the other one, and that's the Leopard 1. This Pratt is trying to deal with the BMP-2, but the BMP-2 fires first. I smoke it out. I buy an F-16 here, which is a big mistake. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. Should have just, you know, said fine, fuck it, and bought an Nighthawk. It doesn't kill this, but it survives as well. The Mi-8PA tries to push up here, and it dies to the CEV. I decide to finally push this CV here. It doesn't have a lot of infantry here, so I'm just gonna walk in. And this here keeps orbiting even though it's out of missiles. I forget to evac it. I continue to smoke this here, so actually I remember badly, I remember wrongly, I actually was utilizing this pretty effectively. It blocked his T-62 completely, even though I don't walk into here. I finally evac this. So gonna speed it up a little bit. His BMP-2 is sneaking up. The Pratt is kind of watching over the road, even though not really. Doesn't really have the range. This is routed for some reason. And I keep walking into the town. Gonna speed it up a bit. I finally get this here where I want it. I retreat the CEV here. He buys another helo and he finally starts spamming BMP-2s, which is honestly he should have just started doing from the beginning. So as you can see, like, the game started actually very well for me. I got his town. So now I can actually, you know, kind of decide where I want to play the game, and what I decide is probably to, you know, poke here first. And we're gonna see how that poking goes. I decide to walk my Mobics over an open field, as is custom. His Mi-24 and infantry cleaned this up, and this is gonna allow him to do a push here. With the Mi-24, I start getting the Mobics in to get into my town, or at least to contest it. As you can see, he gets a bunch of BMP-2s, a bunch of helos, ATGMs, and infantry everywhere. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna retreat back into the town. There's no point in pushing. This BMP-2 here is in a nasty spot. It's gonna cause me some trouble. This BTR-60 is dodging these Mobic rockets. This misses, and then he gets killed off. He gets the DSH commander here. I get the Pratt to stop it. First Nighthawk bot. And here, basically just raiding, he kills my M13 CEV that I pushed into here. Gets another jammer helo. But I have this pretty much secured under my control. I move up the mortar. And these guys here that... imagine if he just moved up this BMP-2. I think he is moving it up. Yeah, he sees the Nighthawk. I notice it as well. And I think I managed to run away. Never mind, I actually go into hiding into here. I do manage to run away. This Pratt stops his DSH commander. He's bullying me with the Mi-24. He doesn't have a lot to hold out here. So just building up a little bit. He's building up here for a push. Just spamming BMP-2s, opening a cluster mortar. Might be a mistake, might not be a mistake to open it this early. We'll see. So MiG-27 just wandering around. This Nighthawk just deciding not to fire, and then finally fires, and then the missile goes somewhere. F-16 cluster, just orbiting it around here. This missile actually scores a hit. I think I was trying to, you know, get into the vision this Berserker BMP-2, but as I said in the previous few videos, it's really hard to see mediocre stealth units in forests. or even good stealth, units in forests because of the vision nerfs for normal recon. I mean, for normal optics, you need recon here. So I get an F-16 to bomb his 3 BMP-2s, and I actually managed to do it. So that's actually really big, because it, stops his push. This Rezerka BMP-2 kills one M13 CEV, and it's gonna kill another one. Probably, I think it kills this one. You'll see. Yeah, this is hilarious. Never mind, they both kill each other. So this FX-16 AA, he gets the molding MiG. I try to kill the M24P and it works. Although the molding MiG is gonna kill it. Another MiG-27 open. I smoke my Leopard 1 that was providing fire support versus this infantry. He retrieves the thing back. And now that this BMP-2 is fucking finally gone, I can just start pushing back into here. He doesn't have an ATGM or anything here. He is resorting to plane spam, which I think is giving me a pretty decent opportunity to actually, punish him, because he doesn't have a lot into the ground. Cheetahs doing work, as always. This Pratt is still covering this, and these Mobics keep pushing up. I'm gonna speed it up a bit because nothing's happening. He gets a cluster mortar, tries to kill the cheetah, but I think cheetah is moved out enough. Never mind, it's not. 2 shots, 2 kills. He gets 2 nonas out. He's of course not stupid, he moves the cluster mortar around. So one of my A pieces is gone. I move my IHOC constantly. One of the things that I find really annoying with the IHOC is that you cannot Q move the fucking truck order, so you can like tell the truck to pick up the IHOC, but if you tell it to shift move somewhere, it's just not gonna listen to you. M13 shot at with the MiG-27K, misses. I'm gonna try again, misses again, very unfortunate for him. IHOC misses again, very unfortunate. So Mobic Wave, Leopard 1s and everything, so I should have honestly seen that he's gonna build up here, and I should have just put a tow here, put some Pratts and everything. This side here is pretty undefended. I overcommit to this here, honestly. F-16HE, there to bomb the Plamia. Gets out, I don't see anything here. He bombs whatever was here, I'm not sure what was here, maybe recon. This M13 CEV pushes to the side. Vo is being really annoying with this fucking infantry. And mediocre cohesion RPG-26 kills it. Of course, he has absolutely nothing in the town. F-16 cluster manages to get the kill. I sweep it around here, goes and kills the nonas that they have vision over, and gets out. So that's pretty painful for him. So as you can see, I'm in a completely winning position. He has 2 DSH Conquerors outside the town, so I can't really push my Leopards up, but my infantry is more than free to walk up. He buys the second cluster mortar, I'm not sure why. I think 1 cluster mortar was perfectly enough for him. Especially since he doesn't have a lot on the ground. So he decides to push up his RPG-7 squads that come in BMP-2s, and his push is quote-unquote coming, and my Pratts are damaged, and my Leopard 1s are also dead. F-16HE bombs 1 DSH RPG-22, that's not worth it. I have 2 IHOCs, they both miss. And everything is great for me. But even though I got my town, he's gonna walk back into here, because they don't have no defenses and they all got bombed by the cluster mortar what I had. And as I said, I over-invested into this. First heavy tank of the game at 15 minutes. As you can see, the meta doesn't really favor heavy tanks. He gets a smoke mortar to smoke off my fire support, and his squads beat mine. So that works that way. F-16, another F-16 bot bombs the SH RPG-7s, but BMP-2s are funny, especially with the free vet that they come in with this division. It's very hard for me to actually, win a grind town fight versus him. If he actually gets enough infantry into it, my units start dying all over around to these ATGMs, and I reroute the mobics that were in this building here. Leopard 2 here to secure this flank. But he's in the town and he has a lot of Afghansi and a lot of big squads and a lot of metis, and as I said, that's almost impossible to push out when it comes to infantry grind. Another MiG-27 purchased, it kills the Pratt. One Echo kicks, the other one misses. This here is still a thing. And this Pratt is defending it. So a lot of mobics, a lot of fire support, very little recon as you can see. I don't see much here. Yeah, I don't see much. I decide to smoke this off, but he has so many BMP2s and a T62 supporting him, some Loas Fagot that basically kind of just cutting me off on the side. Another MiG-27K. He's the Leopard 2A4 because I'm too slow, and this Highhawk is out of fucking ammo because he keeps spamming air and I don't have enough supplies. F-16HE misses. His Chaika dies, although he neutralized the tick. So honestly, I could have just retreated out. He cluster mortars my M110. As you can see, he keeps destroying me here with all the BMP2 spam. M110 that I bought and fired that once fucking got cluster mortared instantly. I think I was too lazy to move it, and you know, one mistake versus this division and it does not forgive at all. It just fucking kills you instantly. So these cluster mortars, you know, queued on the tanks that I'm not moving. And this side is just completely open for the push. These two guys are just gonna sneak up here at one point. And I have absolutely nothing to push here. I could have pushed up here, but he could have just bought more helicopters and stopped me. And he buys a Reserka BMP2 here because he notices he has nothing there. So this grind, as I said, you just lose if he actually decides to bring up infantry. The only reason why I honestly won is because he decided to do a helo opener at the start for some reason. But this division does not, you know, this division allows for mistakes. Like that. I mean, I am also making mistakes this game. As you can see, I lost a lot of units here and there's absolutely nothing left to defend this. I have no recon here, he just keeps pushing BMP2s. He has no recon as well. F-16, cluster, bonks, but the MiG-23s bonk him back. Not worth trade at all. This mortar is gonna die. And these Ihawks are not having fun. Here. Nothing is happening here. Gonna speed it up a little bit as he is basically pushing me up and is bringing more and more grade infantry. So Pratt goes down. Another MiG-27K. I move around my Ihawk so they're not there to intercept him. More bullshit being moved in by me. He tries to cluster mortar my Leopard 2s, it doesn't work. More air. On the ground. Honestly, he could have won this game 10 minutes ago if he didn't just spam air. I'm not kidding. Outside of my heavy tanks, there's no reason to actually buy MiG-27Ks. So one MiG-27K goes down to all the air fiesta going around, and the MiG-23 also dies. F-16 dies as well because of the MTLB Strelas. Buys more BMP2s, infinite BMP2 spam, as you can know, and I actually kind of managed to contain his push here. He does get some infantry in though, but that's about it. And as you can see, like on the map, it's not actually that worse. I managed to stabilize the situation, but you know, he actually decides to stop buying air and actually buy ground units. Tries to cluster mortar my tank. I constantly move it around. I haven't lost a heavy tank yet. Here Toto dies, sadly, to the Afghansi. More grinding infantry, basically just infinite grinding infantry, but his infantry is just better. BMP2s keep moving up. And his cluster mortars are getting close. He tries to smoke off my fire support or whatever. Leopard 1's there for the flank. Kills one, misses the other one. And the MiG-27K goes down. So he keeps losing MiG-27Ks, but he has 4 of them. And it's fine. I'm drinking some water, by the way. So just keeps pushing, keeps cluster mortaring. I keep moving the Ihawks around. I haven't lost an Ihawk yet this game, which is very good. And Ihawks have been providing really useful, actually hitting. like think fuck. So his Plumer cheeky push here, working. DSH conquers here. I mean, I guess he denies me this flank. Another MiG-27 brought up. Never gonna end, right? Never gonna end. And actually I did lose one heavy tank, I'm lying. He misses here and dies. I lost one to the MiG-27K, I think it's right here. Never mind. It was somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. As you can see, you know, when he actually decides to buy ground units, he can push me at will. I don't have recon. I'm actually just trying to push it up here. The cheetah kills his recon thing. My IHawk escapes barely. My infantry gets caught in the open. More ATGMs, more everything. My CV dies here, and he, as I said, manages to walk into here, so this basically kind of loses me the game. And I should have, I never thought, I didn't realize that he had something here. Maybe, you know, bringing a recon helo and just scouting here could have helped, but I don't like recon helos. Some people swear by them right now because they buffed optics and they can like be in funny spots and spot things now. So I might just give them a try, but they're not my thing. Cheetah goes down, this whole flank goes down. Leopard 2 goes down as well. Before. And nothing, I'm just pushing up here, but these M13s are gonna die. My CV that I gambled here dies, and then I have to buy a really expensive tank CV, and it takes time to get here. He's on a plus fucking 8. So that's kind of where the game is over. We traded somewhat evenly. I mean, when it comes to stuff on the ground, I constantly move my Leopards and tanks up. But it doesn't matter, it's medium tank meta. I don't like these base T62s. I honestly see no point in them. When you can get 6 of your long range guys. DSH finally die here to the Leopard 2, Cheetah and everything. So you know, now it's getting your extremely expensive tank CV all the way here, which is a pain. And so he's like, you know, I'm on a 1k fucking lead. He doesn't have to defend anything. I mean, he doesn't have to attack anything, so I just have to attack into him. It doesn't have a lot on the ground. I mean, he keeps buying a lot. But I don't have a lot on the ground either, and my tempo isn't good. So I just smoke here where I expect that he's gonna drop a lot of... how is it called? Drop a lot of truth nukes, ATGMs. I clustered this ATGM here because I don't have the time to actually wait and, you know, RT him out or something. So my Mobics are pushing up, my Leopards are pushing up. 3 Leopards that are gonna be pushing up here. A lot of everything. A lot of smoke that I bought to smoke off the sides, try and smoke off his fire support, but it doesn't matter because his infantry is just gonna kill mine. Leopard 2A4 kills the BMP2, but 1 ATGM is enough to stun it. And then he puts it on mediocre cohesion, then low, and then he gets fucking killed by all the RPGs. So there's the gameplay in 2024 for you. And my infantry is just not enough to push in. I try and get into this corner, doesn't work. I move my... manually move my guys without the transport here, and then I start smoking again. I do the wrong order and try and attack smoke here, attack mortar here. But it doesn't work. As you can see, my AA dies. He has too much bullshit going on, and that's where the game ends. He has 3 fucking molders. And I keep trying to push up this tank here, try and, you know, smoke it up, and so I can put myself on a +1, but it literally doesn't work. He just pushes up the trunk infantry with good AT, and I don't have enough fire support. He has more. Constant cluster mortaring that I have to try and dodge. And he finally gets CT-62s to provide fire support, and the cluster actually dies to 3 MiG-23s. Another one of my CV dies. And that's where the story basically ends. I tell him, GG well played, this deck is impossible to beat. Even though, in my opinion, he didn't play 1000% optimally. He could have ended this game 10 minutes ago literally, if you just start buying air. Honestly, if you just start buying air and kept buying more ground units, he could have just fucked me in the ass even harder than he did already. So I surrendered the game. So for easy, struggles into meta divisions. As I said, IFV doesn't come in with ATGMs. You have to spam the Prat. The Prat is good, but you know, not your 100% ideal way of ATGM spamming. As you can see, the kill list is you know, pretty wide, but I think it has a lot more to do with, you know, mid trying to do that one last push. As you can see, 56 is only vulnerable to air spam. Like, this F16 cluster did quite a lot of work. But if he gets like 10 gazillion, he has 3 cards of ASFs. And honestly, max Iglas aren't even that bad. So yeah, this M110 killed 2 squads before fucking dying to double cluster mortar, and the heavy tanks didn't do that much themselves. I lost all of them in the end of the game, so that's like what, almost 750 points just in that, just in the last 2 minutes, basically dying. The kills and losses weren't that in his favor, I think, throughout the game, but as you can see, 56 just trades so much better in 240, and while 40 isn't that bad, it's not that good either. It's an ATGM IFV meta you live in, and your IFV doesn't have ATGMs. It can grind, but it doesn't, you know, outgrind infantry grind divisions like this, or even a tank division that's that has really good grind infantry like 20th Panzerna. It doesn't, it can't beat those. So I think it's like a solid B tier, maybe a low A, and not A, B tier, just because of the IHawk change. But it still needs some price buffs, and it needs the meta to shift a tiny bit from ATGM spamming IFVs. So that's about it for this game, and see you guys next time. Bye.